the current situation with a lot of people are doing it tough with the whole COVID thing. So we did have to back it, and we're pleased we did because look what we got here. It's great.
Here indeed. Brad, take us away.
Post Classics underway. They have a 4-lap race here scheduled. Dino Bentley goes around the outside of Dave Cole. Has he got that thing back online in time? I think Dave Cole and Dino side by side. And Dave's going to just have a little bit of a speed advantage into turn 2. So it's going to be Dave Cole on that beautiful Kiwimoto Classic Ducati. There we go, Dino Bentley. Well, much better start from Dino. He's going to have a little look up in turn 4. That's a good move too. Dino Bentley, he's means business here. This is going to be really good. And fast Eddie Kattenberg, looks like he might be in the mix as well. We've got Jordan Leslie. Great to have Jordan here on that beautiful Castrol Honda. Really cool to have him in the mix. He's running in about third now, having a little look up the inside of Dave as well. So look at that. There's some brilliant moves, and this is Grand Prix style racing at its finest. 4-lapper, blink and you'll miss it. This is all on Dino Bentley out in front.
Wow, what a change to see. Must be the what they've had for lunch, something nice. Of course, Carl's Kitchen down there, cooking up a few treats for our public and riders alike. So nice to see the food in operation here, and a great atmosphere in the pits. I can't believe it. And to the marshals, well done. I love your words there, SJ, to talk about the fact that a lot of people to thank for their efforts in getting us back on the racetrack here today. First of all, about your own efforts, a huge call when you go to 600s, obviously, you know, one of our premier classes in New Zealand road racing. Are you happy with how you've come along in such a short time?
Yeah, look, we have been progressing, I think, reasonably well. We've still got a lot to learn. You know, it's just such a massive step from riding a Pro Twin bike, and the level of competitiveness is another step up as well. You know, you got guys like Rogan Chandler and Ashton Hughes and Jake Lewis, Neville Biddle, so they're all class riders, and you know they don't make mistakes. So you've really got to try and just lap after lap be right there, and it's really hard. It's a big step up, and I'm learning every time we go on the bike. We're learning, but you know this weekend we've made some steps in the wrong direction, but then we've come back and gone in the right direction. So that is the learning phase for us now, is making these small things and going, okay, did that work? Yes, no. Is that the direction? Yes, no, and then you're going from there, really.
Right, hey, big move to go down to south for Ruapuna, because they had those, what I call the other GPs, the Formula 1, Formula 2, of course, of which you were involved with, but now the NZSBK GP. So, Easter, you thinking of going back?
We're absolutely going back. Yeah, no, we're looking forward to that trip. We're going to go down and do the TT at Tiratonga. I think that's really cool that Southland Club will put their hand up to have a go at that and run TTs right down there to Deep South. I think knowing that club and how they operate, that'll be a really cool event. And I think the whole town will be on that, so it'll be really cool. And then obviously on to Ruapuna with Motorcycle in Canterbury, who run a really good event. So we'll be looking forward to getting back there and seeing if we've made, we have made steps forward, so seeing exactly where we have stepped forward to since we were there last. But like I say, obviously we expect that the locals down there are super fast, so it's good to just get down there and try and learn off them a bit.
Beautiful. We're talking here with SJ Cavell, our board member volunteer and road racer extraordinaire, Pro Twin national champion, and our 600 racer.
Yeah, righto, this one here, we are nearly halfway through it when Dave Cole comes around out of turn 14, crosses the stripe. He'll have 2 laps to go on that QB Classic Moto Dunlop Tyres 75 machine, that beautiful Ducati Supercorsa from about 1994, I believe it is. Some history there. 89, sorry, that's 89. And the other one, Brendan Code's one's the 1993 Ducati. So QB Classic Moto, got a couple of Ducatis out there, and they are just absolutely beautiful to look at. Dino Bentley is still hanging in there, but it's gone to Jordan Leslie, who's got himself up into second place. That 400 of his is definitely working, her hardest working bike here this weekend. I think he's absolutely ringing it out, so fantastic, really good riding, some of the best passing moves we've seen from Jordan. So shout out to Jordan, thanks for joining us, and also head mechanic for our Team Rees Honda man, SJ Cavell. So really cool. Dino Bentley third, Eddie Kattenberg in fourth. We've got Matt Innocent on that beautiful 1170 Suzuki. He's in fifth place. Dave Freeman, the man with the polka dot leathers, he's on the 514 machine in sixth place. We've got Perry Lett up into seventh with Russell Barker there in eighth. Go back to Blair Mason, our man from Kim's Aerosols on the ZX400, ninth place him. Anthony Clark rounding out our top 10, and then go to Rory Garvey in 11th. So that's our 11 runners out there. We've got a lap and a half to go, and 2.7 seconds the lead Dave Cole has over everyone.
Well, Post Classics really do have a variety for us, like the TZ Yamahas, those true great racing bikes, and other production-based motorcycles that mix it up out there, 2-stroke and 4-stroke. In our earlier race, F3 with with our Bears Super Sport, we had 10 different bike brands represented out of 14 riders. And back here with SJ Cavell at the moment, SJ, we could almost call this a festival of racing because people just want to come racing. Doesn't matter whether it's an RG250 or a TZ750 or a CBR 600 or thousands, we've really mixed it all up here. Great classes and all coming together well.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think this meeting was unique in the fact that we're trying to get some racing going in the North Island, and we had to sort of think outside of the square, if you like. And it's not commonly do we have the modern bikes and the classic bikes the same thing. The Classic Register up here, who are a great club, as camps down the South Island, are Chip and Way running their own meetings with a really good following that do run meetings with a lot of riders. So to bring them together into the modern field and have everyone combined in the same paddock is really cool, I think. And I really hope we can do more of it because it's certainly worked well this weekend.
Yeah, there we go. Certainly some great comments here from SJ. And just to make that, there was a phone in the background because we actually have a phone has been handed into us. So if somebody would like to check their pockets here, won't apply to anybody out on Ctas, of course. But hey, here at Taupo today, we've got it. Brad's keeping us up with the racing.
Yeah, we are in the thick of it. Last lap we are on at the moment. It is still well and truly Dave Cole in charge. He's been lapping in the 141s consistently the last few laps, so definitely a good 2 seconds quicker than anyone on these laps, and he's got that gap out to 4.5 seconds. So it's all Dave Cole at the moment. Jordan Leslie, Dean Bentley, great stuff from Dean Bentley. He didn't quite get the start in race number 3, but race 4 almost nabbed that whole shot, hung right at the front, but now he's third place ahead of Eddie Kattenberg. So those guys, sort of a pre-89 F2 sort of setup for those two guys, really cool. And then Dave Freeman running in our top 5. But let's celebrate it out of turn 14. 75 on the bike and number 1 in the race. That's 4 from 4. Dave Cole continues his dominant performance in post-classic racing here at the North Island Road Racing Spectacular. Jordan will get home in second and managed to keep that gap pretty steady. So Jordan, really good race pace out there. Dino Bentley gets home in third and he gets ahead of Eddie Kattenberg. So Eddie in fourth. Matt Ineson's going to climb up into 5th place ahead of Dave Freeman. So that happened on the last lap there. Well done to Matt. We then go to Perry Lett ahead of Russell Barker, 7th and 8th. Blair Mason in 9th, Rory Garvey rounds out 10th, and then go to Anthony Clark. Non-starters for Brendan Code, Malcolm Pearce, and unfortunately for Andy Skelton, the TZ not out there with us. So 11 runners out there, and race 4 in the books, and Dave Cole will take a massive points advantage into our 5th and final round.
All right, back here with SJ at the moment, and SJ coming out of Pro Twins and then deciding, well, what's your next